都没有，这还不是一样吗？刚才是冷了，你那个，哦，那个，应该，他叫你了，他泡完之后泡，他需要还打个烧，放进蒸笼，对，很上的，前面看得到眼睛的看不到泡，这样。
Master Tan, handsome or not? Very formal. Master Tan say because it's a formal session. Especially Sarah, in fact.
All right, let's get everyone coming. And I'm sorry. Jennifer 只给15分。All right, so good morning, Jacob. How do you feel right now?
Good, very good, excellent, oh yes.
大家早上好。
好，很好，非常好，oh yes.
Apa khabar semua?
Baik, sangat baik, amat baik, oh yes.
Kalau mereka Prudential, nama? All right, so I think, ladies and gentlemen, today all of us here, we are get set and ready to go for this J Group 2025 Quarter 1 review and strive and boost for Quarter 2, Quarter 3 and achieve in Quarter 4. All right, so of course, without further ado, I would like to welcome our J Group Master Coach, Master Tan Kah Ho.
All right, thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you spoil my mood. you actually really disturb my rhythm. Yeah, because when I first come, I really building up my mood to really hantam more. Then suddenly, welcome to all this arrangement. I don't know how to hantam you. To a conclusion. To really face all the challenges. Right? Yeah. So I taught in J Group. To be honest, much I talked to the result. I start to think, Madam Jennifer, since she's not here, I think she's taking what I call a very parental approach. Yeah, you know, the parental approach is they always sayang you a lot, and all that. Even like parents, sometimes they hit you also. After hitting you already, the parent they'll sayang back, and they hit you once, they have to sayang back twice, And the more we start to do that, we are building into a group of people who are not strong enough to be independent. Yeah, honestly, I think I received your March result, that's why I immediately called for a Q1 review. And this really supposed to be on Monday, but because of some this one activity, we have to come to this. Because I look at the result, I'm worried now. I cannot understand. I cannot understand now. Why quarterly you all did so bad? Oh, finally I do back now. Okay? Yeah, cut down already. Yeah, but on serious note, I'm not going to do all this so-called review. No point one. Because I've been with you for the last 5 years, I've been doing so many reviews with you. But still result come to not square one. It comes to -1. Why is it Q1? The result is so. I don't want to use the word bad, but when you drop by more than 20%, I have to say it's bad. Why the result is bad? And I dare not telling people that I'm going to coaching you because of your performance. Then I have to charge other company on training by 20% lesser. Yeah. So I can only keep using your last year performance. I say, by the way, this J Group last year was a top in the direct union and all that. Yeah. And they asked me, how about this year? This year I said, okay, this year I'm a bit busy. I haven't. But yeah, come back to serious. I don't want to go through a normal review, okay? Let's go through it. Can you tell me why? Because if you follow 1 acre of land, the result cannot be like that one. Inconsistent. Yeah, up and down, up and down. Correct now? And many of you I see, for 1 quarter, you did like less than 10 cases. Yeah, and all that. I don't understand why. I don't understand. And I didn't see Chia Yong is here. Serious or not? Well.
Hey, one by one,
I want to go. Susan, can you go back and tell him? He need to back up. He need to back his mother and working up and he's relaxing. Yeah.
Hey, take video.
Because there's no excuse unless you are. How can you give me excuses?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you are working for a company? The people say, I want to come and see, not talk to you all. Can you say, no, I don't want to come? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And the first thing I want to tell you is, if you are not doing well, can you accept something because of the industry, not because of agency? Is that all right? Yes. Those of you, Dixon, you were in my class, right? That day, what leader from Grace started asking me? Yeah, because we want to build world-class agency. We want to build right-hand man and all that. She asked me, my top agent, I asked her to help us to do, build together, bring agent. You know what the agent tell her? The agent say, no, I'm not going to bring people in because I don't want to bring my friends into the trap. She was saying, she doesn't want to hurt the friend because this business is so thorough. So I asked her, how many years this agent? 8 years. And only about, she joined probably at age 19 and all that. Now it's about 27. And I asked her what is her income. She earned about 150,000. Last year was MDRT. I asked her, go back and talk to this agent. Look at her friend who are about the same age. How much are they earning? How much earning? Those she didn't probably didn't attend university.
60,000 maybe.
Bullshit, 60,000. You graduated at age 23. You are not only working 3 years. You think you get 60,000?
A year.
A year. You think you can get? Can you go and find one for me, Nixon?
That's a product I never worked before.
Listen, that's the problem that you don't work hard enough. Okay? I want to be very serious today. Because 2,500 a month. After 3 years, you think you can get 5,000? 30,000 the most. No, maybe about 40,000. And now she's getting 150,000. She said, no, this business is so good. Then after the car is driving, she's driving a C-Class. How much, I say, ask her again, compared to her friend, how many overseas trip she has been taken? The friend. Her friend probably the most Southeast Asia. I said, and yet you come and start to complain about business. That's why I don't want to bring her. I said, we should go and back down. She's just giving an excuse. I just don't want to work harder, that's all. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a huge issue. And I want to give this to all of you the same. Honestly, if you're serious about business, your result cannot be like that one. Your result cannot be like that one. Alright? You all are taking this business as a freelancer. You know what's freelancer? I got time I do, I got no time I don't do. I just train, later I'm going to show you, I just train AIA, the Northern and Southern, the bank. 200 of them are TOT. Alright? You know what is the minimum requirement? Bank card and DRP. They don't call MDRT, they say about 400,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if they can do like that, why am I not come to you today? I look at the first quarter. Most of you not even 30,000. But people are making about MDRT, minimum validation. Because the commission is from 3% until 8% validate. Yeah. Alright? You know what they did? Maybe I know what they think already. Yeah, they got a lot of leads one. Bullshit. You know? Because they cannot get out from the bank. And I asked them, today, I ask you, how many of you go to the bank physically to do your business? No, people today don't go to the bank anymore. That's why their actually appointment, they told me if one day get one, it's good enough. If one day one, they already MDRT COT. That means many of you don't even do one day one. You know what's the formula? I asked them again. They say 1 plus 2. What is 1 plus 2? 1 S2 and 2 S3. What is S2? Selling. What is S3? Selling. They need to get compulsory every day, 1 sales call, whether you see the people on the call, and then 2 service call. And generally MDRT. That means today I challenge you, I guarantee you, you will never even do this 1 plus 2. If you do 1 plus 2, you'll be MDRT already. Then let me ask you, what are you doing? If you don't even do 1 plus 2, what are you doing? You relax, every day come to the office, then start thinking coffee, and don't know what to do, next and all that. Show me your 1 income plan. Alright? Okay? This 1 quarter, how many D minus 2 are you doing already? Honest answer. You know, in fact, you all can do better than, because the 1 plus 2, who gave them? The bank gave them. And you can do 1 plus 2, right? Yes, because of the bank account. And the 1 plus 2 that they are calling are all strangers. And if you do 1 plus 2 every day, you are calling your own client who are familiar, your client and your prospect. In fact, you'll be much better than them. You know, I get worried for you because, you know, I talked to Chia in the car. You know, we both get very worried. You know what's happening today? You know what's happening today? Tell me what's happening today. What does tariff mean? Ladies and gentlemen, today that is already a World War III started, but not on the physical fighting, but it's a trade war. Okay? You know this tariff war in human history only having once. That was in 1930. Yeah. And you know, with that happening, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be facing a lot of challenges. Yeah? That's why I keep telling you before this thing happened. Remember, I keep telling you to work harder. Yeah? If you can earn $1, just earn that $1. Moving into the future, you may not even earn the money. But now it's a bit too late. Yeah, but still not late enough because there are 99% people outside there will be later than you because today I come and tell you, give you the awareness. Yeah. Let me tell you, the next 3 to 5 years is going to be very ugly. You will see a lot of lapses. You will see a lot of your prospect, the client, who will be telling you no. Yeah. Okay? And if you look at ACC, activity multiplied by closing ratio multiplied by case size, I guarantee you the 2C, closing ratio and case size will be dropping. So what are you going to do? Go out and find new job? Ladies and gentlemen, go out and find new job? Can I tell you something, the truth, nothing but the truth? Yes or no?
Yes.
All of you in this room, if you go out now, you got no job. Okay? You got no job. Because people will not hire you. Because if they hire you, they don't know how to start you. Because you have 10 years experience. Will they stop you with a fresh grad pay? Will you accept? No. And they cannot afford to pay you equivalent to someone who has 10 years experience. Yeah. So you got no job. So what are you going to do? And if you are married, I have to say to tell you, maybe this period you have to observe your spouse. You have to observe your spouse. Your spouse, from every day, those not married one, congratulations. Yeah. Those who are married, you probably notice this period your spouse coming back with black face one. Because he or she is worried. They will be on the next person that to be asked to leave. Yeah. You'll be from one income to become, two income become, one income and one income become, no income. But luckily you are in this business. This thing will never happen to you. Correct or not? Because unless you sack your own self. Otherwise, if you continue with the farming, still you can get some business. So that is the advantage of you being into this business. But myself, I talked to Chia in the car, and after we are having the chat with you, your Chia was very kind. He keep giving me a lot of excuse why you all are not doing well. And in front of Chia, of course he's driving, I don't want to upset him. Yeah, I said, I agree with him. But in my heart, I didn't agree with him. I think he is too kind. He said because you all have the medical repricing issue, the client, actually all that's not true. Yeah. You all should realize insurance, no matter what, in fact during crisis, they actually need insurance even more. But maybe case size smaller. Yeah. But they need protection even more. Why? Why during this period they need protection more? Because no one can help you. If you have a problem, no one can help you. Even today you got problem, you come to me and say, Master, can you borrow me money? gentlemen, that's why you are fortunate. You know, later I will show you a video. Actually, I don't want to show you, but yeah, I will show you. You know what is happening now in China? If you go to China, the trade, you go and, yeah, they call it what? The Gaotie, like you start to see the robot carrying the bag and join you in the train, go to work already. They already started employing robot to be the staff already. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, and today, a lot of the car is already driverless. So they're saying a lot of this is happening, you know. So I'm not sure whether future, a lot of people say, well, the AI replacing agent. What do you think? Yes and no. Replace not because they are agent. Replace because you got no prospect to see anymore. So you'll be talking to a robot. Do you want insurance? Yeah. But luckily, if ever this comes, we will be the last industry. They will probably hit other industry more. So which means other people will die first before you die. Yeah, so that's the concession. So today, you know, with this trade war, you know, what we are talking is see who dies first. Yeah, see who dies first. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, I want to start this one to let you understand, yeah, how bad is the situation, yeah, today. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, can I give, I see some of you, your heart like that. I don't understand why you feel sleepy this morning. Just started, you already feel sleepy already. Is it because the way I talk to you not energetic enough? The topic doesn't make you excited or what? Or you don't care about your life, that's why you don't even want to, you already shut down, you don't want to listen to me. I see some of you already start closing your eye already. Today, hello, 9:30. Are you telling me that yesterday you were with Xi Jinping until midnight? So that's why, this morning he took a 6 o'clock flight, so 4 o'clock we wake up and waited in the airport. Serious. For those who are, please, can you please use the stick and make sure your eye won't? Yeah. Alright, because I come here to talk to you, I don't expect you to be like that. Yeah. I get a bit annoyed, not because of your sleepy, because I am here. I feel annoyed because that shows you are not interested in your own life. You don't even care, you don't want to listen, you don't want to improve. You say, die lah. Okay? Then you should not even come in. Yeah. Alright now. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, at least the next 2 hours, keep yourself alert and I want you to ask me a lot of questions. Yeah. I don't care, I don't owe you anything. Yeah. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with this Q1 review. Yeah. I want to, you remember before that I keep telling you all the post-pandemic? Last time I keep talking about post-pandemic. You know today we call it what? The post-LBD. Have you heard about LBD? We no longer talk about post-pandemic, we call post-LBD. You heard about LBD? No. This is from Mr. Trump. Liberation Day. Yeah, the day when Trump imposed the tariff, she declared this is the Liberation Day for America. Yeah. So I call it the post-LBD means, you know, after the tariff imposed, what is going on in the world. So before that, post-pandemic, remember I talked to you about all this, right? But today, the post-LBD is home. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be 5 times more serious than you can expect. Okay? Some of you probably a bit relaxed because you know you are going to inherit 1 million from a parent. But I can guarantee you that 1 million moving to the future, the value probably less than 200,000. Because the whole world is going to change. You don't have to believe me. But let's believe, listen to my good friend from Ipoh. Yeah, the father selling the Nga Choy Kai, Mr. Wong. Yeah, you know who this person is? I see some little, who is this one? Hello, Singapore Prime Minister. Alright. Yeah. A lot of leaders, global leaders talk about this. Yeah, but everybody recognizes that he's the best. He summarizes everything the best. The speaker. Okay, let's see. Okay, try to maximize the sound.
Small open economies like Singapore. What the US is doing now is not reform. It is abandoning the entire system it had created. Its new approach of reciprocal tariffs, country by country, is a complete rejection of the WTO framework. The US has placed Singapore in the lowest base tier with a tariff of 10%. So the direct impact on us may be limited for now, but there are wider and more profound consequences. If other countries adopt the same approach as the US, abandoning the WTO and trading only on their own preferred terms, country by country, it will spell trouble for all nations, especially small ones like Singapore. Singapore has decided not to impose retaliatory tariffs. The likelihood of a full-blown global trade is growing. The impact of the higher tariffs, plus the uncertainty of what other countries may do next, will weigh heavily on the global economy. International trade and investments will suffer, and global growth will slow. Singapore will take a bigger hit than others because of our heavy reliance on trade. The last time we experienced something like this was in the 1930s. Trade wars escalated into armed conflict and eventually the Second World War. No one can say how the current situation will unfold in the coming months or years. But we must be clear-eyed about the dangers that are building up in the world. Global institutions are getting weaker. International norms are eroding. More and more countries will act based on narrow self-interest and use force or pressure to get their way. We are more ready than many other countries with our reserves, our cohesion, and our resolve. But we must brace ourselves for more shocks to come. The global calm and stability we once knew will not return anytime soon. We cannot expect that the rules which protected small states will still hold.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's from a very smart leader. Yeah. And what he's trying to say is, moving into the future, you have to be very resilient, very strong. And from a nation point of view, when they talk about reserve, to individual, what does it mean? Equivalent. Country talk about reserve, individual talking about your saving. Do you have enough saving to pull you through at least for 5 years? Supposing tomorrow you got no job. Are you able to sustain it? Alright? So, and this was last week he shared this. He didn't even predict the situation has changed so fast. You know what is the latest? Of course, US retaliated with 245% tariff on China. And not only that, because Xi Jinping is visiting Southeast Asian country, US gets so worried, they are forcing the 70 countries who are negotiating the tariff with them, asking them to come together and boycott China. So, and all this is escalating already. Yeah, it's blowing. Yeah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are lucky because I'm not lucky because I have to keep watching this and I get disturbed, cannot sleep. But you are lucky because you don't have to even bother this. You sleep soundly. Yeah. But you don't know what is coming. Yeah. To me, you really need to ask yourself, do you have enough saving to really, with zero income, the next 5 years, are you able to sustain? If you can, congratulations. If you cannot, wow, all these are still not into big scale, when a lot more people are not being laid off and all that, you better do something now. Yeah, you better earn and don't spend. Don't spend doesn't mean don't eat you die. Yeah, don't spend unnecessary. Really, yeah, don't buy this and buy that. Forget about all those. Today we are talking about surviving. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Then I want to share with you the next person. Yeah. Of course, is who? Elon Musk. Yeah. Let's listen to him. Yeah. If you all don't believe Singapore Prime Minister, let's listen to Elon Musk. Yeah.
Trump's 104% tariffs on China kick in at midnight. Are we about to crash the global economy? This is a massive mistake. I mean, 104% tariffs? That's like throwing a grenade into the global economy. This isn't just about hurting China. It's going to crush American businesses and, honestly, families too. Prices on essentials, electronics, cars, even food, they're all going to skyrocket. Companies that rely on global supply chains, some of them could collapse overnight. We're talking mass layoffs, industries grinding to a halt. And when China retaliates, and they will, it's going to set off this chain reaction that could destabilize entire economies around the world. We're not just risking a trade war here, we're literally gambling with global stability. So the real question is, how much damage are we actually going to cause before we realize there's no way to do this?
Ladies and gentlemen, in what I said, you know why today I want to start on a very serious note? If you don't believe me, you have to believe me. Listen to these two persons. Who else? You are going to listen to? In fact, today, we are a little bit late. We should have worked harder since beginning of the year, since last year. But last year we did quite okay, not bad. You all should continue. You know, this period, who are going to be the winner? Who are going to be the winner? May I guess? Who will be the winner? And I want to tell you honestly, I am going to be a big winner. Those who hold cash. You know, I already entered the market, I already bought share and all that at very cheap price and all that. Yeah. But unless you have enough cash and all that, yeah. And today, I can tell you a lot of property prices are going to drop a lot. And you got money, you can really go in and take a lot of. You know, there's one house, from 6 million today. They are, the one that can get there, it's only 3 million. They are prepared to sell at 50% discount. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, now you probably regret that. If you listen to me, a few years ago, start working hard and accumulate cash. Now, there's the market for you. Yeah. But still not too late. Why? Later I will tell you why. Yeah? So this is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot relax anymore. Ladies, don't do that for J Group. Do that for your family. If you have your parents, who are getting old, One day they are probably, you cannot take care of them, they probably stay in the old folks home. You know how much as their children you have to pay for that? I just shared with Chia, my relative, stay in KL, one of the very below average child, with the all that 2 person in the room and all that. Already 4,000 per person. Now, what do you think? 20 years later, double, 8,000. So 2 person, 16,000. Yeah. So plus everything in, your 2 parents probably need about 30,000 a month to, not a good one, just barely to survive. Let me ask you as their children, can you afford? You probably, you can't even afford yourself. And those are real. And then it's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you should feel fortunate because today you have someone who is prepared to tell you the truth. Yeah, outside a lot of people say, don't worry, this is the best period for you to relax. Why? You have a very good reason to tell the whole world why you cannot do well. And no one will blame you. Correct now? Yeah. Those are the people who's going to drag you down. Yeah, I'm the only person because I don't care. Because I'm not worried about whether you get upset on me or not. Yeah. If I make you so upset, it will not hurt me. It will only hurt Jennifer because you are decided to leave. And the next question you ask again, you leave, what job you are going to do? Don't tell me you are going to start business. Try and see. Yeah. Okay? And I can guarantee you, those unnecessarily essential, the demand is going to drop by tremendous. You know what I mean by not essential? Like the Fukui Sanjong, all these. People will delay. People will probably say, if I really have something, I already died, you tap out, and then throw in the river. Yeah. Correct. Now, those are not essential, but if during good time, fine. But today, even insurance product, I will going to share with you what kind of product you should market now. Yeah. Not all products are going to be popular because people are very cautious in spending. Yeah, this period you should only talk to people about the essential type of insurance product. Okay? So that is what is going on. Alright? So ladies, remember I shared that with you before, how it affects. Last time we said, it's a stagflation. But today, it's no longer stagflation. Today is what? Chaotic situation. Never, those of you who understand economy, never in the history, the share and the bond, the prices drop together. Usually it's opposite. Share drop, the bond will go up. But no, two will drop. And in fact, last week the gold also dropped. Now rebound a bit. Yeah, you know why? I know I saw observing gold also. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, there is this today, if any place, all those gurus in the market, yeah. And because of all this becomes even more apparent. Yeah. And today everybody is in panic. Everybody is in panic. And everybody just don't know what to do. I want to give you a bit more. I don't know whether you can understand. Malaysia tariff kena how much?
24.
24. You know what Malaysia tariff kena 24? Anyone? Why Malaysia tariff kena 24? Plus the trade with US. Basically US import our thing more than we buy from them. And when that happened, with the new tariff, what does it mean?
US want to take money. They want to produce more on their own.
You all think it's a simple one. It means Malaysia businessmen, those who export their thing to US, all will collapse. You all know why? Because they will be the one that directly hit by the tariff. and US are not going to import their things. So, if this lasts more than 1 month, trust me, you start to see a lot of these businessmen collapsing. Close down, lay off, and all that. And if you know some of your friends who are actually working in this type of company, you better warn them, Yeah. Because company cannot sustain the way. Especially those import-export ones. Yeah. And the same thing for those who are importing also kena also. Yeah. So at the end, this is going to be panic. Today, basically, everybody is just like in the ICU. We are putting on the oxygen to just keep ourselves alive. Because we hope everything will be okay. Yeah. But it's not going to be okay. Yeah. But of course, gold continue to shoot up. Yeah. Last week, I gave a talk to a company. Yeah. And one of the staff was so arrogant and said, "I'm okay because I bought gold." Then quietly during break, I asked him, "How much gold you bought? How many kilo?" He said, "No, I buy 2 kilo." You understand why you laugh? She thought she's okay. She only bought a few hours. Does it help? It doesn't help you much. Correct? Yeah, how many of them can afford to buy a few kilo of gold? If you buy 5 kilo and above, I say okay, the gold prices go up, I think you should get happy. Yeah. But if you only buy a few ounces and all that, even if it go up to 5,000, how much will you earn? And the worst is, your cash flow will be tied down into the gold. Correct? And if something happened to you, you need cash flow, you'll be having problem. Yeah. When I say problem, when you achieve the problem is like sick, and critical illness, accident, all that. When you need cash, gold doesn't really help you much. Yeah. Okay, and what can help you much? Okay, is insurance. Yeah. Okay, and in fact, I keep telling you, this period is good for it because we are having the solution for the double S. What is double S? Security and stability. I just want to share this real case with you, without you mentioning and all that, but those are attended my class one. From Northern, she actually talked to me about one client. She proposed a 50 million sum assured. Yeah, and she discussed with me what to propose, and we agreed to propose whole life. Yeah, the purpose is legacy planning. All right, okay, and what are the angles? This period I want you to take note. Who should be the best client during this period? Who should be the best client? In fact, businessmen. Because I will talk to many businessmen, they told me this period they hold cash. They dare not invest. In fact, a lot of businessmen hold cash. Yeah. And they don't know the cash they are going to hold for how long. So in fact, today you can talk to him using the asset creation concept. Like just this agent, we propose a 15 million legacy. Yeah. And we talk to the angle that we move on is, after all, today you have so much of cash flow. Yeah, just take a small part. Yeah. Should really this trade war last for long? Because this person is about 50, early 50. Yeah. If this trade war lasts for long, the longer it is, the higher risk this person will die and get serious and all that. That means the urgency to get cash flow is becoming higher. And tell me, what is the thing that can create immediate cash flow? Insurance. Yeah. So that's what we propose. We're using this concept, and also we talk about the inheritance tax. And trust me, with this during, the government will launch inheritance tax very fast. Why? They need money. They will launch the inheritance tax very fast. Yeah. And then what else? Ladies and gentlemen, what else? Yeah. So, in fact, you probably will see a lot of new taxes, all this will come in and all that. Yeah. And this businessman, very rich, apparently he owned about 50 over shop lots and all that. But a majority are having loan. So we calculated, if something hit you, all this loan will become liability. So that's why we calculated, we proposed a 50 million. Yeah. And guess after presented to him, we presented a 10 years, paid. At the end, he chose 6 years. Why he chose 6 years instead of 10 years? He told us the 6 years one, the leveraging higher. Which whole life, shorter period, premium pay, the leveraging is higher. Yeah, haven't signed yet, but he is actually thinking of upgrade from 50 million to 60 or 70 million. So ladies and gentlemen, this period, if you hit on the right names, these are the people who are prepared to buy from you. Yeah. While I'm saying that these people, a lot of people will be affected, but those who are solid businessmen, in fact, they will have a lot of cash flow. Yeah, and they don't know what to do. And the next thing happen is FD rate are going to drop. Because all this happened, in fact, there is a pushing for the FD rate to come down. So the FD rate, we predicted that it's going to come down to about 2%. Yeah, 1 year. So to a lot of people, this is not attractive anymore. And what else will drop? Dividend, share dividends and all that. So all this will happen today. And all these things is bad to a lot of people out there. In fact, it's our opportunity. It's our opportunity. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, one thing that you should not get into is, I guarantee you, very soon, more than 95% of the agent in the market will suffer from this syndrome. And if I don't tell you today, I guarantee you, many of you already having this symptom. You know, what is the symptom? You are going to tell Chia and Jennifer, it's not that I'm not going to talk to people, no point one, people got no money to buy. You are going to tell your leader why you should stay at home, because no point to go out, people are not going to buy. And if you go out, you will spend more money, I must as well stay at home, eat at home, so that I can save all the money. I see some of you smiling already because you are already going to tell me the reason. Luckily, I blocked you first. I tell you, seriously, you feel so good. Just like today, before you go to the school, suddenly the school announced, no, I'm going to have to come already. Today is public holiday. So what happened? You clap, finally. It's not that I'm not hardworking, I want to go to study one, but the school, close already, I cannot go, So you'll be using this as an excuse. Very valid reason. And then you start to blame already. Product no good. Because of repricing. My client all left the product, they get upset. You're going to blame. And you're going to angry. Commission no good. Why not that? All this stuff. And then you become so negative, so defensive. The self-defense syndrome. Correct? You are good because I blocked you already. But honestly, if today I don't tell you this, subconsciously, you are going to justify yourself why I should not do well. In fact, just now I was about to ask you, why what you want, you are not doing well? You are going to give me all these reasons. My client, I talked to him, he scolded me about the pricing, so I better don't see them, you know, all that. You start to give a lot of this. So at the end, what happened? You get into this sickness called back. You start to get blinded, you cannot see the real thing. You get into anxiety, then you start to get disintegrated. And you start to say, this year, negative 30% is acceptable. I'm so glad that I blocked you all the excuses. But, you know, the market, you know that people don't feel because of crisis, but mentally give up. In fact, in the market, more than 90% of the agents in the market will be like that, they will be suffering this. But it's good or bad? Good if they are like that and you work harder. Then the market is open. Yes, the 2C is dropping, but because the market is open up by 3C, then if you work harder, you'll be better. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, this is going to happen. Yeah. And in fact, during this period, what is the most important thing is your attitude. Yeah. You should see this as an opportunity. Yeah. You should tell yourself, yeah, those people that I talked to, they say they already got agent. You should visit them now because their agent are paralyzing. Alright? Okay? You should take advantage because a lot of people are losing their job. A lot more people are feeling insecure. Remember, beginning of the year, we started the recruitment project. Are you all serious or not? No. So in fact, now you should be more serious because that will also give you some income also. Remember, I said this period, you can earn $1, earn $1. Yeah. And help your friend, bring it. Yeah. Okay? And keep telling yourself, if you can survive through this period, when the economy is bad and all that, you become very much stronger. Correct? So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to crisis. J Group, we don't care how other people think, but this crisis will open up. We must follow Warren Buffett. It is a sin if you don't take advantage of the crisis. So I suggest to J Group, 选择弯道超车. You know what is 弯道超车? In all the car racing, usually you don't win when the race is straight. The track is straight. Usually, the real test is during the corner. Yeah. So for that is the time we need to polish up our skill, and it is the best advantage for us to overtake the rest of the people. Yeah. In fact, Monday we're having your CEO. I will be telling him, yeah, there is a attitude that CEO should take. This is the best moment for us to overtake other company. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to J Group 100. You know what is J100? The last 4 or 5 years have been with you. You are always stagnant at about 60, 70 years. I'm hoping with this attitude, overtake, in the corner, break the 100 agents barrier. Yeah. And it's easy. Today, in this class, if you promise me, every one of you just bring one person in the next 7 months, J Group will be more than 100 people already. Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. You take advantage. I know you are an agent, but you are helping your friends who are losing their job. Yeah. Who are insecure. Yeah. And they will appreciate you. They will appreciate you. Yeah. Okay? And you know that with the campaign, you will also receive some benefit, and one day you are going to be a leader as well. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, take advantage. You know, get yourself, build your foundation strong. Yeah. So maybe give yourself 2-3 years like form. Yeah. 2 days ago, I invited him to join me on one seminar training on recruitment, because I know Form is expired to go for his promotion and all that. Yeah. Why I only bring him? You know why I only bring him? Because none of you are officially telling me you want to go for promotion. So even I have such a good program, I dare not invite you. Because I'm afraid I invite you, say, this time you invite me, I got no choice but to say yes, but you're wasting my time. But at least I know Form is going for promotion. So I invite him. I know I'm going to benefit him. Correct? So the same today. You must tell everybody what you want. Yeah. In fact, during this period, you should send a strong message to all the people that you know. In fact, today, I want to take advantage of this crisis. I want to do even better. Because I know people need protection even more. Telling the world. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I want to share with you, see how other people capitalizing. Yeah. South Kowloon, last week they just went into a conference. Yeah. Again, you look at how many agents and they all committed. Yeah. They give themselves 10 years, they want to grow from now about 3,000 over to 14,000 agents. And they say this is the best time to recruit. Look at Wave Chow. This year, first quarter, they already have 33 MDRT. While we are having 20% negative, people already having 30 over. So this year I asked him, he said he will have aiming at 200 over MDRT. You can see the different attitude. Yeah. While a big majority of people are affected by all this, they get into the STEM syndrome and all that, but the ones who are really good, they see this as an opportunity. Yeah. Look at Eswin this year. In fact, they are going to do something that they have never done before. They are improving 5 leaders who will be earning up to 20 million income a year. I asked them why. He said, now is the best time. What the rest of people say now is difficult. But those who really see the opportunity, in fact, they say, they already tell all the agents this period, work harder because the market is open. Why the market is open? Anyone? Why the market is open? See whether you understand what I'm saying or not. Jack, why the market is open?
Because more than 90% of agents will be expensive.
Good, right? Because more than 90% will be sleeping. So today, it is like, during COVID period, when you are traveling on the road, what happened?
Empty.
So smooth. No traffic jam. Why? Everybody stay at home. So you can just go direct smoothly. I want you to imagine, now is exactly like that is happening. The road is empty. If I want to compliment you, J Group is already considered as a special breed in the market. You are already working harder than a lot more agents in the market, and yet Q1, you already slowed down. Can you imagine? Most of the people what happened? You are slowing down, they are sleeping now. Okay? So it's good for you. It's good for you to take over a lot of their clients because the agents are not servicing their client anymore. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So today if you ask me, what is the only solution? Work harder. increase your A to A plus. What is A? Remember? Activity, closing ratio, KSI. And what's the reality? This one will drop, this period, I have to be very honest with you, this also will drop. So if you want to maintain or do better, what must you do? It is the only way. This one most people will drop as well. The 90%. And guess what happened? Let's say originally you see 22%, you presented 22% a month, one a day. Your closing ratio is 30%, and then your case size is 5,000. How much business you bring in? 30,000. But because of this crisis, a lot of people choose to sleep. What happened? No. Today what you should do is double up. This will drop. This will drop. But you double up, what happened? You'll be increasing. I'm not saying you are going to be double, but at least you'll be better than before. But guess what most people do during this period? If today I don't tell you, and when you increase them, of course, the closing ratio, all this will go up. You are going to, most people will drop their activity. And their closing ratio drop, this also drop. So what happened? Then they will be telling you, I told you already, this period very susah. Now, you see, last time we do 30,000, now only I do 3,000. But he didn't realize. He did 3,000 because he slowed down. Because he slowed down. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, so during this period, the only factor that you are in control is what? Your activity. No choice. No choice, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Yeah. But unfortunately, during this period, most people will be paralyzed by what? Number one, unnecessarily fear. Oh, jialat already, you know, all this, unnecessary fear. Why I'm using the gold prices? A lot of people are unnecessarily optimistic. I buy gold. I don't know how much to buy. Yeah. So they are living into a fantasy. Alright? Number two, they finally found a strong justification for comfort zone. Yeah. And then they accepted the external influence that this period is done. And all these are basically perception. But unfortunately today, the perception becomes bigger than the reality. Yeah. So the perception will allow you to have a strong justification for non-action. Look back. The first cue. You know why? You know, because I know how many of you during this period you all go for holiday. Right now. And I want to blame the company. They arrange all the trip, one trip after another night during the Q1. Now, actually I shouldn't. I start to give you a fine excuse for you. No. If you go for holiday, then what must you do? You work harder before and after lah. Correct? If you work for people, you go for holiday, can you tell your boss that, no, the work that I should do, I'm not going to do it because I go for holiday. What your boss will tell you is, do it before you go, or do it after you come back. Correct? So ladies and gentlemen, this period, work harder, call more. Call doesn't necessarily you have to talk to people very sure. Just call your client, talk to your client. Have you what? With all these things, does it affect you and all that? Yeah. And again, when we say call in insurance selling, Yeah. It doesn't mean that you have to always see them and you have to always talk about insurance. In fact, insurance selling is about emotional building. I'll give you a real example. Yesterday, Chia called me. Yeah. He said, "Boss, want to have breakfast or not?" My first reaction is, no, it's okay. Yeah, I think less, you will come and pick me at 9 o'clock. You know why I say no? Because if I say yes, I have to wake up early, I cannot do my exercise, because 8 o'clock I have to come. Yeah. But, you know, the next thing he tell me, "Boss, I want to bring you to a very good char kway teow." Then I said, "Okay lah, good char kway teow, correct or not?" Then I said yes to him. I said, "Okay lah." You know why? Because that is something that is, I like, it doesn't have to talk about anything, about business and all that. Your client is the same during this period. You don't necessarily have to go and talk to insurance. You just tell him, I thought of this two char kway teow for you. I heard it's the best. Hey, give it to them. You understand? It's a period for you to do emotional healing. And this period, people feeling are very fragile because they are under tremendous stress. They need people to talk to, become a good listener. Yeah. And that's how you take the opportunity to build emotional account. Even they don't buy from you now, the moment things become better, they will remember you. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, go together. Alright? So that's the first thing. And I want to share this again with you. I shared this with you before, remember? Yeah. I said, most of the people, Malaysian, they earn only 2.4 million a year. Even for 30 years total. Even if they have 5% increment. Remember this? If they have 30 years, every year 8%, they will earn 4 million. But I also say, pre-pandemic is like that, post-pandemic is like that. You know today, and in the next few years, will it go up or come down? I guarantee you, the next few years, even 3% increment, you probably don't get it. I remember in the 1997 global crisis, Prudential, we all had to went into a drive called austerity drive. I don't know whether, have you all tried already 1997? No, right?
2000.
Oh, okay, 1997. You know what's the austerity drive? Cut pay. At that time, the board of directors asked us to cut pay off. So I talked to Kingley. We decided only the senior level cut. We don't want them to cut the normal staff. We say we can afford to cut, not the staff. So we propose only to cut the senior management. No agreement. You've got a cut in pay, So in the future, you can't even make 2.5 million for a normal working class. If you can make 2 million, you'll be happy. But how much do you need? Today, under normal circumstances, a normal family will need 6.5 million. That's why I don't understand why you all can afford to be in comfort zone. Maybe your parents are very rich, but you don't know. 很可能你们来自隐形富豪的家庭。You don't know. So you come to do business only for fun. Yeah, maybe Jennifer, maybe like that, that's why they are relaxing. Otherwise, I cannot understand why you all can be more relaxing than me. You can be more relaxing than my 3 children. My children also cannot be relaxed at all. They actually operate out. And you can afford to be relaxed. And you know why? Let me go through this one with you. Why 6.5? See whether you agree or not. The house is 1.2 million. When the house is 1.2 million, what does it mean? Which in total you pay 1.2 million, and what kind of house are you able to buy? How much? About 600 Because after you servicing all the interest and all that double So you can only 600,000 you know. 30 years old. Alright? And here I say you cannot afford car. A family afford no car. Alright? 150, the transport fee, 4 person, 12 months. Why 50? And what? No, why 50?
MRT.
No. A lot of people don't understand. You need transportation for 50 years. Grandma. You start working from age 25. Are you telling me after 60 you don't need to travel already? You need transport costs for 50 years, what? Which you never thought about it. That's why when you do your planning, you miscalculated. In fact, not 60, you probably not 50, you probably need 60. Okay? And 50 years, you need 360,000. Education, I put rate. Why I put rate? You know why I put rate? 2 children, you actually assume that one of the children will touch head and go inside. You know why? I just talked to one of my classmates. His son just admitted to Sunday University College. Doing law degree, 4 years. You know, I asked how much? 220,000 for the fee only. So plus living expenses, all this 300,000. So which you have 2 children, one you assume they touch check out. Yes or no? But if 600,000, and if they go overseas, now US largely channel. Correct. You know what happened today? Trump has announced withdraw all the subsidy for Harvard University. You all saw that or not? And when that happened, you know that a lot of these fees are subsidizing by the university. The fee, if your children are studying in Harvard while you are happy, then the next 4 years the fee will be cheaper. Alright? And you may have to ask them to come back. Hello, that's going to happen, you know. Alright? And your expenses, 5,000 per person for 30 years only. Yeah. So it's 5,000 enough, right? Family of 4 in KL. Barely, okay? You know the OH why I put rate? Because I'm using today's price. 8,000, 1 person 4,000. That is why 25 years from 60 until 85. Medical, 300, you didn't buy insurance. So you prepare your own self, medical fund 300,000. Honestly, whole family enough? Also not enough. Then with that income, you probably pay tax 200,000. So 6.5 million? I know, 6.5 is minimum. Minimum. And you probably earn only 2 million in your life. So, why am I sharing all this with you? You are lucky because you know all this in advance of the rest of it. I don't want you to suffer when you get old. You understand? So a lot of time. And the worst is, during this period, all this income will drop. What? And still earning enough really? In fact, the 2 bottom level, the first level is for personal, individual. The second level is the minimum for family. Remember just now we say you need about 8 million. So you divide by 300,000, then it will take about 20 years to 30 years. Because you need that is because you don't start work in this business at age 25. You join the business from 30 plus. So you work until 65 years old. So that is the minimum. But in fact, we don't want to be minimum. We want to get into what we call the wealthy people, the top 1%. In Malaysia, top 1% is if you earn 600,000 a year. Who is this person? Of course, Mr. Chia and Jennifer. Yeah, okay. They are the wealthiest serious. I want to tell you quietly, your leader, in fact, they are in the top 1% in Malaysia in terms of income. Okay? That is not by me. This one is, you can use ChatGPT and you tell it. Alright? Okay? Okay? ChatGPT. But to Chia and Jennifer, I suggest them to stretch a little bit into the next level to have a net worth of 50 million ringgit. Net worth. And in Malaysia today, they are less than 100,000. That means you are in the top 0.3%. So the moment you are entering this, when you walk also got army. Yeah. You know you'll be okay. That is what I call. Only when you are getting to level 3 and above, you will be able to take advantage of the current situation. Because you have enough cash flow. In fact, I will talk to Chia and Jennifer separately. Those people like us, we got a lot of cash flow. Stop to think, what buy? You people think about what to spend, but we already talk about what to invest. Because we have cash flow.
But okay, you say only the top 2 and above. We are not yet, only you.
No. Not true. Yeah, not true. But at the end, I still encourage your leader. Yeah.
No other investment now. Buy more PCDF.
Yeah. Correct. Later I will talk.
Okay. Not during lunch, okay.
No, I will talk to them also. Ultimately, I will encourage Chia and Jennifer to go to the top level. This level is ultra high net worth, 100 million or more. Okay? The net worth. Yeah. Which after deducting all your liability, you have more than 100 million. And today, in whole Malaysia official, there are only 700 people. Yeah. So you'll be in the top 0.003. The moment you are there, doesn't matter what car you drive, doesn't matter what kind of watch you wear, doesn't matter what kind of house you stay in. You know very well that you are above the rest of the people around you. Understand? And that is what we say. The real security. And you put into Mandarin, something coming because I don't know how to translate in English. This level, where are you now? I think most of you not even inside the triangle. I'm talking about net. Yeah. This is the level I call 4. This level I call self-sufficient. That's why in Mandarin we call 自主. It's only enough if you are for only yourself. Simple. This is the level that's 自立 means sufficient for you to set up your own family. This one is you are entering into financially independent. Yeah. This is the level we call it 自在, financial freedom. Yeah. This is the level I call the real freedom.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, the top 2 level, no matter what happens in the world, you can sleep soundly. You doesn't really bother. You can continue to spend the way you want to spend. In fact, you can take advantage and all that. Yeah. But let me ask you, even that good? Yes or no? At least the top 3 level. top 3 level, there are 2 things that you must do. 1, work hard. Number 2, spend smart. Spend smart.
Nobody China do.
But in the top 3 level, you don't have to be so cautious. You can spend freely.
Then drop again.
Then you try. But make sure you're above or higher than that. You don't say after spend you drop down. Already. So that is what the new model I'm encouraging. Because today, if whenever Jennifer or Chia pushing out to do sales, I know inside you will say, oh, we want reproduction. But today I'm moving to this model. Whenever we push you for sales, it's not because we want reproduction. We want to help you to enter into the pyramid. You understand? You do it for yourself. Because all this is your own livelihood. All this is your own livelihood. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, and with this model, even more important is, if you are at the 5th level, don't act as if you are in the 3rd level. Today in insurance market, a lot of agents, they are actually not even in the 5th level. They post in the Facebook as if they are in the 2nd level already. They travel on business class, they start to post, they are traveling on this, the Middle East one, what is the Emirates, and all they start to show. Actually, honestly, even I can afford, I will not go into that because to me it doesn't matter after I sleep. You know how much you have to pay for that? Yeah. You need about 30,000 2% of this 70,000. Unless you're in the 2nd level. Otherwise, please don't act. You cannot afford. Why you want to show as if you are in the 2nd level while you are only in the 5th level? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this will give you the right awareness. Then you understand why we want to push you harder. Yeah. Why we want to push you harder. Yeah. So, ladies and that is, and in fact, when we talk about activity, it's not normal activity, structured activity. These are the bank insurance people that I treat. Hello? Yeah, and all that. People are TOT so easy. So I asked them, what did they do? They said, very simple. 1 plus 2. Yeah. Okay? So they say 1, 23 presentation, their closing ratio is 30% because they're fine. They sell minimum 6,000 and above. So they are MDRT already. So ladies and gentlemen, and you can hit the 0.3 if you farm on your existing client. New client probably 0.15, but existing client is 0.3 and 6,000. And I also notice, and I want to also share, I notice many of you, your monthly premium is about 200, 250. The moment you do that, I would like you to go back and rethink. That means you are doing product pushing. You know why? You know? Because you could easily this product 250 per month. Change to need-based selling. Yeah. Otherwise, you cannot increase your and the boss will double that again. Why 1,000 a year? Here you do 400,000. Your leader love you like hell. Correct. And Chia also will be very nice to you, right? So structured activity. And in fact, the client, the leads, you are in better control if you do farming. And do you know this bank insurance, when they know the S1, do you think they really present? No, they told me it's not. Basically, just have a chance to really talk to the client, okay, we have this program, they consider as S1. And by S1. Sorry, S2.
Because but they say by number game. Somehow you can get the result. Okay? And after I share with them, I tell you all, some is like that one. You get things so easy, you never try. I did 2 sessions for them. In fact, I shared one are more basic than you. They get so excited already. In fact, they asked me for another 3 more sessions. They get so excited already. Wow! They look at me and say, no. You all look at me. They get so excited. They ask, I have got no time for that. They say they never heard all these things. Because I saw, wow. But inside, I see your children people already heard until jilat already. They don't know what to do. You see, that's a problem, you see. Yeah. All right. And most important, structure and farming. Sorry, because I do all that, I got no time. I got to spend a lot of time to do all this. Although I say, in fact, when I told Jennifer I want to come to do it, I promised myself, don't do any slide. But after I say, I cannot tahan by to start to go and do the slide. All right. When we talk about farming, I keep asking myself, can you all enlighten me? Yes or no? Can you all enlighten me? I say there are 6 things I don't understand. Number 1, why are you promoting the other way around? Why are you neglecting your existing client and go and look for people that you don't even know them? Why? Can you tell me why? Hello? Can you tell me why? Can you help? John, can you tell me why? I know you have about 200 clients, which is more than enough to do farming. Why are you not going back to them and visit them at least 2 to 3 times a year? And you still keep looking for strangers, new leads, then you got 0 relationship? Why? That's the first thing I don't understand. Number 2, searching children. You know, why are you keep chasing after the bird in the bushes and neglecting the phoenix that are already in your hand? And you know very well, every one of them in their lifetime will buy minimum seller policy from you. Why are you neglecting them? Why are you not buying chocolate for them? Miracles. I look at one. You know, suddenly I have a thought coming to my mind. In fact, I'm going to talk to one privately. I really want to hope make one to become MDRT. And make all of you embarrassed. Yes or no? Yeah, let's do what we have. And all of you are but no one serious. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, why are you letting go of something that's easier? And you prefer to go for something tougher? You know, all the time you need about more than 40 hours of interaction. Your top up existing, you need less than 3 hours. Your GIO. I know now. The company just another round GIO. GIO is so easy. Why are you not going back to them? Even they don't buy, but at least you create better emotional account, telling them you are special, you're a chooser. You know, that show company is treasuring you, giving you, even if you cannot buy, it's okay. But I just want to let you know, you are in the radar of the company. That is the VIP. Oh, you guys feel good? Right now.
And then sometimes because
Yeah.
the last round was also their name.
Yeah.
So if we go back, you see, you're so fortunate, you know.
Yeah.
Again, I see your name, right? But it's my duty to ask you, you know, again.
Like you know.
Right? One more time. So that's why, right? Yeah, we really got activities to do.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter whether they are, but you make them feel good.
Yeah, I see your name again and again, and the rest are more.
Yeah, that means your company is, our company is really treasuring you. You are so special. Yeah, after 1-2 times, okay, bye.
And he said, no, I don't need medical anymore, I enough. Then talk about other product. Yeah. Why are you destroying our own Great Wall? You know why? Why are you not going back to see your client? You know, after 18 months, you never see him. Your relationship with him become negative. He start to hate you. Why are you allowing that to happen? Yeah, for example, maybe I know you all have a few hundred clients at least, but I can guarantee you 80% of them are actually hate you because you have not seen them for the last 18 months physically. Yes or no? Why you want to do that? England, Felicia, why you want to do that? Why are you not going back to see them? You want touch base. Doesn't need to sell. At least ask them out for drinks and all that. Updating him what is going on and all that. Enough. Doesn't mean you have to sell them. Again, remember, building emotional account.
So that
Yes.
the answer that I get often from them this client I meet many times already one. This client got no money already one. This client I already get all the referral that I can get from them already one.
Bullshit. Let me tell you, yes, you are seeing this guy again and again. You know what? Out of the 200, the 30 people, you are seeing them again and again. But the others, 170, you didn't see. So you are giving a skill. What I'm saying is the 200. If you keep seeing your 200, your result cannot be like that. And you tell me you already get all referral. Okay? You know, BBC, BBS. Just now it's BBS, now it's BBS. Bigger? Yeah. Why? Are you suggesting that your client never go out and meet new people? That's why after you get from them one time, they will never see new people anymore. Cannot be, right? Please, you want to, lie to Wei Hao easily. You cannot lie to anyone. Okay. Although Wei Hao actually know the answer, he dare not offend you too much. But he doesn't care. Yeah. You know why he doesn't care? I already in the top 2 level. Real freedom. Serious. You are in the top 2 level, you doesn't care about things. Yeah.
See, I still can.
Yeah. All right, Wei Hao still can. Because he afraid that you all go back and chucho to Chia and and the worst is, why are you striking the iron? Not doing that when the iron is still hot. You know what does it mean? You're presented already, talk to him already, he start getting hot already. After that, you stop for a long while, never see him. So he get cold back. Then you see him again, hot again. Then you never see him again, he get cold back. And I don't understand why that is happening. And at the end, you start to pretend, oh, pretty, no income. Yeah. When the agency wants you to pay, 100 ringgit to attend seminar, you say, no money. Hello, if you cannot afford 500 to attend the training program, that means what does that mean? Tell me, if you cannot afford 500 to go and pay and improve yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? You are not earning enough. Yes or no? But when they ask you to do sales, what do you tell us? I'm in comfort zone. Bullshit. You don't have enough to pay 500. And then you tell me you don't need to work hard because you already earn enough. So that is a count. Yeah. So today, in fact, during this period, if you want to improve maintain, not even improve, you need to do farming. Go back to your existing client. Yeah. Like I said, the purpose of going back to existing client is not for sale. It's basically just to improve this 3 ratio. Number 1, the ratio of recognizing you as their key agent. Whenever in the future they want to buy, they think about you. You are the first priority. Number two, increase their dependency on you. Because you can always feeding them with a lot of information. Number three, increase the stickiness with you. Yeah, they feel so lonely, no one to talk to. Yeah, you are the best listener. That is the purpose of visiting. Doesn't mean that every time you have to go back and talk about sales. No need to. Yeah, will go up, your referral will go up, your recruitment will go up. And why are you not getting this? Because you are short-sighted. The moment you think this person will never buy from you in the next 2 years, you are not going to see that. Yes or no? You think that is a waste of time. After all, for you, your time actually is the most no value one because you wasted it after all. Right? So go and visit them. Not only visit them. I give you this one. Let's say you focus on this person's whole family. You make a point, see them twice only, physical, a year. 25 years, how many times you see them? 50 times. Huh? Because of that, your client, the main person, for 25 years, they buy 5 policies from you, husband and wife. The 2 children, each one buy 3. So this whole family, 16 policy. And you will on average 10,000 overall. You'll be able to have 160,000 already. And if you convert that into the, I call it 爱同转换率. Every visit, what is your conversion ratio? So 50 divided by 16, in fact, it's more than 30%. Yeah. Every visit, you are more than 30% closer in closing it. You understand? That is the conversion ratio. No one tell me what. That is when I want to do this, I suddenly think of you. And the output for the visit is more than 3,000. Because 50 visits give you 160,000. And what is the extended, the new term that I come up? Let's say, you close this person already. He recommended the spouse to you to buy. Is it a referral? No. Last time I called it referral. Today I change it. I don't call it referral. I call it extended sales. It's not referral. It's extended. Extended means you just extend it by nature, extend it. Because the closing ratio will be higher. It's not referral. So today I come up with a new terminology called extended sales ratio. Because today I'm promoting FCA, family-centric approach. You go into family. Yeah? So it's more than 3%, 3%. You sell to 1%, you can close another 3%. So the extended closing ratio is 300, more than 300%. And that is the best. You know why that's the best? Because if you do that, and the slogan I do is, 风来 cake, yesterday I showed you, we tell the client, 你支持我成长，我照顾你到老。Isn't that good? That is the powerful punch for the family concept. You help me to grow, I will take care of you until you are old. I will do even better than your children. You understand? So if a person is willing to pay you 200,000 in total, are you willing to take good care of them? Yes! Yeah, you'll be better than his children. And there's a slogan that we should do. That's very powerful. So today, during this period, honestly, why I'm sharing all this concept with you? If you start to look for new clients, not easy. So you need to farm and do extended service. That become, I'm not saying even that is not guaranteed, but better. Better. Correct now? Yeah? Because our business, this one, we are so fortunate. I plotted in this into these two matrices. This one is, I plot it against all the other industry on two matrices. Will people buy from you always? 时常买. Or they only buy occasionally. What is the definition? Definition is within 2 to 4 years after they buy from you, will they want to buy another one from you? Based on the interval, 2 to 4 years. And then the next metric is it just optional or is it a necessity? Necessity means the moment I can afford, I will buy. So based on these two matrices, let's look at it. If you are selling cars, transportation, electrical appliances, luxury product, you are under this quadrant. What is this quadrant? People will buy only occasionally and it's an optional. If I got no money, I will not buy. This one not true for agent. Agent got no money also to buy. They are in level 5, they behave like level 2. Okay. If you are selling daily product, holiday, trips and all that, you are in that. Because usually you buy every 2 years and so, but it's an optional. If you are in selling fixed asset like property and all that, education and all that, you are here. You need to buy, but you don't buy very often one. Yes or no? But today, if you are in a financial, especially insurance or medical, you are in this. Every 2 to 4 years, people will definitely need to buy another one. And if they can afford, they will definitely want to buy. Yes or no? So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, and because we are in this, you know what is the key? To allow you to do that? Follow up and follow through. You need to always go back and in touch with them. If you are here, no point one. It doesn't give you much knowledge because people will not buy again and again from someone. Yeah. If you are here, yes, but nobody, because your margin is low. If you are here, usually the loyalty is less. Wow, one already tell Jennifer.
No, why I take food for all of them?
Oh.
Why want to join agent
I
already?
thought one will go to that. Then boss, I want to resign.
Okay.
Okay.
Resign sekarang approve.
Okay, this one, even the follow-up, the effect also good one because the interval is too long. The here is in fact is the key. That's why I keep telling farming. The key of this business today is farming. Going back again. Not necessarily you have to do selling. Ladies and gentlemen, and it will give you the best benefit. Every visit, whether you climb back or don't buy, doesn't matter. You are getting nearer to the closing. So if you understand this, your time will be fully occupied. Today, most of you doesn't know what to do. Yeah. And if you really do this, yeah, most of you will not come to this class already. You'll be telling Chia, today I have 5 appointment. So can you tell Master Tan I cannot come? Yeah. And I will be very happy. You know why? In fact, I don't even need to have this session because you all are doing so well. Correct? So ladies and gentlemen, that's the truth. Yeah. So I want you to do this. I want every one of you to do this now. I want you to check on your foundation. Can you first come up with your total repeat sales ratio? Since the day you joined until now, what is the repeat sales ratio? As a whole. What is the repeat sales ratio? So far, your total number of cases divided your total number of clients. What is that? Okay. Number 2, based on last year, that's why I asked you to bring your last year result. What is your last year current repeat sales ratio? You are from repeat sales. From an existing client. 4 out of 21, what's the ratio? 20%. How many years you are in the business? 8. In fact, your repeat sales is 40%. So her repeat sales 20% means she didn't service the client, keep in touch with the client properly.
Guys, in fact, you guys have filled it up. It's in your, it's like one excellent book already. All of you have done it one.
You understand now? The current year repeat sales. Yeah. For people like 4 and all of you are okay because you are first year. So usually this ratio is about 10%. Yeah. Third is what is your current year referral ratio? Again, I'm using it 21 cases. How many are from your the one that recommended by the existing client? Existing client, not by other people. Or, okay, then your referral ratio is quite good. Yeah. Then you should do much better. So your actually, that means 4 cases are from repeat sale, existing upsell. Another 70 cases are from referral. Or extended. Okay, okay. Then you should take it out. I just want the referral. Because the referral ratio will see, do you consistently getting a referral from your existing client? And that will show whether you are doing servicing good enough. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, then the bottom, this one you will write quietly. You know, you don't want people to see. I want you to check based on your income, which level are you already in the golden triangle? Yeah? And you know what's total invest? How much do you put it back to your existing client? Reinvest and build your business. Because that's important. A lot of agents cannot do well is they have to do good. They only want to take, they never want to reinvest. You cannot grow your business. You cannot grow a business. So in fact, this ratio should be nothing less than 10%. But of course, if you are like Chia, you don't need to because Chia is making 5 million a year. Doesn't mean as much.
500,000.
Yeah, for Chia, probably 3%, 5%, okay, because the base is big. Yeah. And in fact, if you sell more on family concept, your investment ratio will go lower. Because you different people, different, you didn't need to buy so many birthday gifts and all that. So it will help to reduce your cost. Yeah. Alright, so let's take 5 minutes. In fact, you can fill this up in 3 minutes. Yeah. You should have all these numbers.
Yeah, it's at your this page, page 8.
Wait, how should I tell that? They should know. This ratio is so important. The important is to understand that is the guide for you. Whether you are going to do your business easier and easier. If the ratio is not good, you have to do it hard a year buy. Because you are not doing farming. So you can see, after 8 years, more than 80% should be from the repeat sales and referral sales. Another 20% from extended sales. So, go. Okay, now, yeah. You need to keep checking this ratio. Yeah? So that you understand, yeah, are you doing the right thing or not? What's it? 50. Okay, later tell me what's your current year repeat ratio? 去年50个单嘛，多少单是 existing 单？ So again 20%. You should go up to 40%. That is the 要么你没有真正 you didn't visit all your client enough, or you visited, you never really, able to bring them into the closing.
Master Dan, since you mentioned Jie Qilin, she's one of the one that tell me, 陈伟豪啊，我有去见他们，但是我见了他们几年了，我都没有东西了，我怎么还要去见呢？很累，我很多 appointment 呢。哇
Okay.
哇，有帮会啊。
Honestly, my answer is, if you are really so busy, then I'm okay. That means you are still busy doing the right thing. Then your results will be at least COP. Yeah. If not, that means it's the wrong busy. You didn't capitalize on it, and you didn't really. Again, doesn't matter. Remember the moment you say, I've been seeing this client again and again, what I'm worried is, you are seeing the same client again and again. Which means I say you have 100 clients, the 20 you see him 10 times a year, the balance 90, you see him only maybe 1 a year. What we are talking is, all these 100, you must see them 2 to 3 times minimum a year. Yeah. Because the 10 that you keep seeing them 10 times a year will not give you good yield result. Like you say, they already bought, they already bought. Yeah. It is the other 90. Yeah. Then if you regularly visit them, then you will be probably having a better chances, yeah, to close them. Yeah. This is what we call effective visit. Done? Yeah, Rajini, what's your current year last year? Last year how many cases? 48. How many current year represent? 47%. Alright, that is acceptable. Referral?
25%.
So, ladies and for Rajini, 47 plus 25, that is almost 80%. That's why I say 80%. Very true one. So you are doing all right, okay, but in fact, your current year is okay, but I want to check the first one. What is your total representative? I think it will be very low.
1.75.
1.75. You know what does it mean? That means every year you visited the same group of people and there are a lot more you didn't visit them. Okay? That's why on average, all your clients only buy less than 2 policies from you. And think about it, ladies and gentlemen. If your client buy less than 2 policies from you, what does that mean? What does that mean?
They buy from others.
They actually buy, how many years you are in the business already? 11 years. That means most of them, after buying one from you, they decided to buy from other agents. Why you allow that to happen? Because after 11 years, honestly, every guy should have bought another 1 or 2 from you already. So your repeat ratio should easily not less than 3. Yeah. So you actually allow many clients, you open them up, but you allow other agents to enter. So It's a waste. Yeah. It's a waste. Sure.
那个顾客他想点买2单，然后每2次这个要算1还是2？
算一，因为他是很多律师，他是要把它拆掉红的样子，所以就 one time，就是算一。把这个不太重要，因为这个的话基本上不太多了，不是。Dixon, what is your current? Last year how many cases you did? 50. What is the repeat sales ratio? 54%. Okay, that is all right. Referral? Huh?
100%。
So which means, since there is no more new, okay, then how come you are not COD? How come you are not COD? You know why? You know why? Okay, shh. Let's use Dixon because I like Dixon the most. Let's use Dixon as an example. His repeat sales is 50 over, referral for 100%. But he is not COD. Why? No. Why? Can I say the truth? Promise me don't get upset. He's getting lazy already. Because we all know repeat sales and referral sales, the closing ratio is very high. Yeah. So for 50 cases, he probably need to only visit about, let's say I'm using 3 to 1, 30%. So about 150 times. So 1 year, how many days, working days? 265. So which means on average, Dixon is only visiting 1 every 2 to 3 days. That's why he is so free and easy. Serious. Although I'm making it a bit lively, but I'm serious. Listen, actually you can do much, much better. But because of you do it easy, with 50 cases, I think last year we did about 200,000. Yeah. And the income already get into level 5. And he is single. Yeah. So he feel okay. Yeah. So he start to become comfortable. By right, based on your activity and all that, if you just see 1 per day, you should be double. You should be doing 400,000, and you should be happy. You understand what I'm saying? So, what do you understand?
Number of cases, increase activity.
Even need you to increase activity. I just do normal. Now you are not normal because you are so relaxed. You work only alternately. You already started what the Europe not just started 3 days a week working.
Work-life balance.
Wait, how today batu api
Because it's been hard.
Something Master Tan can try, cannot talk.
Alright? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have done already, if you know, based on your bottom ratio, if you have more than 5 years, your repeat sales and your referrals should be more than 50%. Check. Are you doing the right thing or not? And I don't understand it. If you are serious in business, you know that you need to work. All this you can actually get it easily. You just need to go back and visit them. Make sure every year you set aside certain budget for you to go back and buy char kway teow for them and all that. You'll be okay. Yes or no? Yes. So ladies and okay, anyone want to ask me any question on this ratio? Yeah. Yes.
Can this be applied monthly?
Monthly may not, because monthly sometimes it fluctuates. Yeah, so usually you take 1 year, it's become more accurate. Yeah. And you track it for 3 years, it's even more accurate. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So track on all this ratio. Yeah, track on all this ratio, then the farming ratio, yes.
And also the repeat sales ratio, right? What is the ideal amount?
To me, you know where from Malaysia context, yeah, you should slowly grow it to 5. What does it mean by 5? If you service them well, in the next 30 years, he should buy 4 policies. That's going on, right? And you know that will happen. He will do that easily. Which means every 5 to 6 years, he just top up 1 policy. That's why you need to make sure that you're on the number 1 list in his in the mind. So, and you know very well, sure one. Everyone will need that. Yeah. And from another angle, if this person cannot afford to buy from you more than 3 cases in their lifetime, what does it mean? If a person cannot afford to buy from you more than 3 cases in their lifetime, what does it mean?
Recruit.
You are right, recruit now, which means he's not doing well in his career, then it's the best person for you to recruit. As simple as that. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Or make them into your center of referral partner. So that's the beauty of our business. You can do multiple things. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And today, I know everybody are facing this environment, you know. If today, with due respect, I guarantee you, if today you are in Wave Child agency, on average, your productivity will be down. You know what? Look from left, right, front, back, everybody enjoy. You will be forced into NLP or you will be forced to exit. But today, you look left, right, oh, not yet NLP, oh, no NLP. So you start to accept. But luckily you are in J group, you are in other agency, last the road. Start up, no. Then what do you look ask? This can be in contract. You'll be looking yourself. So today the environment, the comfort zone, heavy zone, fear unknown and all that will push you back. So today you need team synergy. During this crisis period, everyone, I repeat, every one of you is obligated to do well so that you can create team synergy. Ladies and gentlemen, when the team synergy is created, benefit who? Benefit everyone. That's why I say if you are in Wave Child, naturally you will become a reality. But if you are in other agency, naturally you will be maintaining a contract. It's the team synergy this period. Yeah? Alright? And even your inner, the formula is, beside the KSH, you need M1 and M2. That's team synergy. What is M1? Morale. Ladies and gentlemen, this period morale is even more important than knowledge and skill. And what's M2? Your mindset, your attitude, you know, your willingness to want to perform better even during this period. And what M2? Yeah. Your morale and your mindset. During crisis, this 2M is even better, more important than always. But unfortunately, I will notice during this period, in most agencies, what happened? Morale come down, mindset become
Negative.
smaller and negative. Whatever, no matter how good you are, multiply the negative, what do you get?
Negative.
Negative. A lot of people don't understand this. They start talking negative already. Cannot already lah, xiao liao lah, si liao lah. And then they true enough, they see liao. And then they just say, I told you I see for you. 我死给你看. Yeah. We know this, you know. We don't give a lot of time. Why agency always from outside of the main city? Because, sorry, those in the city people, they are smarter, but they are very much individualistic. They don't work together because they are smart. Smart people don't like to work together. After they attended a lot of training already, they think that they don't need the team, they can actually do better alone. Yeah. So even your KNSH is very good, your team level is low, you're low. But if you look at some of the Soviet agency and all that, their KNSH is not that good. But because they are simple, they willing to work together. You can see the result is better than many other professional agencies. But today J Group, you want J Group to be like that. Yeah, your individual is okay, but your M1, M2 is okay. Yeah. So during this period, don't allow outside to affect your M1 and M2. Understand? Yeah. Okay. During this period, your 个人力量 is not enough. You need team dynamics. And I just want a small team dynamic from you, and I also don't understand why you never do it. You all have the chat group correct? Just put on the chat group. But many of you don't even do that. Hello? Can I ask, why are you not doing that? When you post cases, why are you not putting in the chat group? You feel that it's a waste of time. Why? Because you are very selfish. You never do well, inspire your colleague to do well. So that's why you don't even want to put into the chat group. Just like little things. Never you want to do. Hello, if that little thing you cannot even do, what kind of teamwork are you talking about? What can I expect from you? Correct. So can I have one agreement? Yeah? From today onwards, even no matter how small is the cases, put on the chat group. Is that okay? Yes. Hello, okay now? Yes. Okay, if I don't see you, I will ask you how to track. How many cases, see whether the chat put on it. Those of you who never put it up, don't come to my future meeting anymore. Because why should I waste time on you? You don't even do this small thing. And this is the good thing, you know. In close cases, it's a happy occasion. You don't want to even share. You are so selfish. Then why should you come for my class? Because I don't charge you. Maybe I should allow, but they have to pay. Correct. I cannot understand. Please help each other. And the little thing you can do is post on the chat group. Yeah? Please, yes.
Once I close case, I can share what's the idea I share in the group.
Yeah. Like you shared in the other class.
Yeah.
I know, very good. She actually right now, the why I close it based on what? That's very good. Yeah. You all want or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
She volunteered herself already. You all got no response from you. Alright, I think it's very good. Do that. Yeah. Because I also agree, you know, she posted, I agree.
She didn't go Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
She got no money.
If you got no money to go up there,
Yeah.
then
She
maybe-
already bought the ticket, but don't buy the aeroplane.
I don't think I'll buy.
They are everything, but
I honestly, I will encourage you to go because that's how you expose yourself. Yeah. And if you cannot afford to buy this one, that means you're still not earning enough. That will give you the motivation. Yeah. Maybe what you can do is you take a small loan from your leader.
Leader.
The leader, not me.
Oh yeah. That's very our leader.
Then I wanted to take medicine.
Yeah. I am sure maybe you'll be happy because the cost is a few thousand. Yeah, you can afford half, take half, but promise, you pay back lah. But that will help you to pay. Yeah.
She won't take back, that's a problem.
Another topic.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I like this. You know the problem with us, we want things to change.
I first must change.
But what do you expect? What we expect? People change first. Correct? But in reality, if you look at it, individual, agency, environment, or company, if every one of you negative, what happened to the agency? Negative. What happened to the environment? Negative. So if you want yourself to be positive, you want the environment to be positive, what happened? And the environment negative, then agency will become bigger negative, individual become bigger negative. And this is what happened in Prudential today. Yeah. And you cannot be expecting company change first. If you expect company to change first or agency to change first, by the time change you already died. Yeah. So individual must change first. Then the agency will change, environment will change, then they will change, and then they will back to you, and you will become positive. That is how the thing change. Yeah. We are mutually influenced and affecting each other the moment we are in it. Alright? Be it good or bad, succeed or fail. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't pretend that you are not leader, you can be an individual. No. If everybody think like you, the whole agency also like that, then you are not going to be positive. Yeah? Then the company will not be positive, then everybody will be negative. Yeah. So that is what you should do. Yeah? Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, so with all this, in fact in summary, this period we should work harder, work smarter, and really support each other. Alright? Now I want to give you some approaches. What can you do this period? First, focus on your existing client. Go back to them, ask them, just like, lately with all this happening, are you affected or not? Don't talk about insurance, okay. Alright? Focus on FCO. FCA, what's FCA? Family centricity approach. Using the ISP model. What is ISP? ISP is actually, talk to them, this period you need to do financial planning. And the financial planning model is ISP. What is I? Income. What is S? No, your spending. Now today, you need to earn more or at least maintain your income and very cautious with your spending. Alright? And make sure you have proper protection so that along the way there will not be any leakages. So you ask your client, have you heard about the ISP model? And you say, I've just learned during this period, it is so important for us to do proper ISP. Then you ask what is ISP? Number one, with all this happening, will that affect your income? Will that put you into a very difficult position? If yes, maybe you should look at the opportunity you can have. And number two, make sure you spend carefully. Yeah, 节流，开源节流。Yeah, which means don't spend unnecessarily. And what is the best way? What is the best way to help people not to spend unnecessarily? Set aside their money that they cannot easily spend. So this is the best for long-term saving and long-term investment, the regular top up and all that. Yeah. And most important is make sure there's no riba. Make sure that you are well protected. Yeah. So you get into that. Help him. Whether he's okay with this tree or not. Yeah. I talk to them, are you affected or not? Using the ISP model. Yeah. And go and look for a business person who have access cash flow. You know who are these people? Those who are doing export and import. Those who are doing export and import, because this period everybody will stand still. They will cannot invest. Yeah? Those who have access cash as well, the T2 people. Yeah? And then, yeah, using the comprehensive financial planning approach, a bit like the FCA. Sorry, the FCA actually is, this ISP is this one. FCA means when you visit them, check your extended sales ratio. Your extended sales ratio. Yeah, ESR, extended sales ratio. Have you already sell to the spouse, the children, the parent, 3 level? Later we'll talk about it. Yeah? Promote whole life. You know why promote whole life? Anyone want to know, guys? Why today is the best time to promote whole life? What is the purpose of whole life? Legacy planning. Why you can promote whole life? Because today, a lot of people thought they can save and all that. After today, they suddenly realize they cannot save anymore. Because expendable, buy a 3 million, yeah, pay now, yeah, then by the time they die, you can live in 3 million. Today, under current circumstances, you think people can save 3 million? Cannot. So there's the best time, yeah. Emphasize on the advantage of the working. Because today a lot of people ask me in my school, those attended my class, they say, Mr. Tan, this period all the prices, link prices drop, jialat already. In fact, if you sell unit link, this period is the time for you to visit your client and tell them, congratulations. Why congratulations? Why congratulations? Because the same premium, you can afford to get more units. In fact, if you understand unit link well, you should pray every 3 years there is a financial crisis. Correct? Go up, come down. Then you buy more, then go up again. Yes. When we launched investment link, that was our positioning. Because unit link is the only product that can sustain through all the financial economic cycle. When the thing drop, better. When go up, also good. That's the purpose of unit link. But a lot of you don't understand. You all get worried when the price drop. And when the price go up, also get worried. So that's why you have a problem. Yeah. And finally, focus on recruitment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love J Group, you understand what I'm sharing with you today, I really expect every one of you to at least bring 2% into the agency until the end of the year. Remember the J? 100. Let's break the 100 marks. Yeah? So, how to do that? Now I'm giving you in more detail already. Enhance the approach on MBA. Remember the 4 key dates? What are the 4 key dates? the date of birth validity policy, and then ME. Before the ME is a bit challenging, but now I come up with the backward one. Go back to your client and your existing prospect. Ask them, do you foresee in the next 12 months you'll be doing any one of this? What is? Will you do annual ME? Or regular simple diligence? Or anything to private hospital for consultation? Or changing of job or promotion? Or upgrading of employees? Do you foresee that? You know, all this got one common characteristic. What is that?
The best.
You have to do health check. Okay? If they say yes, tell them, it's good that you inform me at least 3 months in advance. Why? Because today, more than 60% of the working adults in Malaysia have high cholesterol. 1 out of 6 having diabetes. 1 out of 8 cancer. And not only that, we notice almost more than 90%, if you go and do a lung CT, you will suddenly notice you have what you call English call what? No. They will find a what do they call in English? Yeah. You know what? A lot of people told me, if last time you use X-ray, it cannot identify. The moment you X-ray, almost more than 90%. And you know what happened when you identify this? Loading 60%. So you tell him, in fact, in all these things, not a formal statistic, we notice more than 35% of the people, after all this medical examination, health check, they will either get rejected, increase in premium, or exclusion. So isn't it important? You let me know? Yes. Yeah. Then you ask him, do you foresee all this or not? Yes. So tell me, can I plan for you into the future? When should I come back to see you? Ladies and gentlemen, you just do this. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. That's why I asked to help to develop a card, go back and visit, ask them to tick. Then under this checklist, you put a column beside, ask them to give you a prospect date, then you foresee all this one. Then you put in your calendar. Can or not? Hello, like that, you also cannot do. I don't know what to do. Alright? You tell them, you know what's reality today? After you presented today, you're all familiar with this, right? You tell them, if the risk is low, the losses is low, don't need. I will not even want you to buy insurance. Because you can handle yourself. If the risk is medium, the loss is medium. In fact, you have buy or don't buy is okay. Because you can borrow from friends, relatives, and colleagues. But even it's high, then what happens? No one can borrow you, you have to go into what called a mutual support. What is mutual support? Insurance. And that is pre-LPD. You know what is happening today? Last time, if the losses is 100,000, you borrow 50. Today, don't talk about 100,000, 10,000 also people don't want to lend you. Because people got no money. You understand? And today, the losses become even more, high chances become higher. I guarantee you, repricing is going to get ugly. Because a lot of the medical equipment and medication, we are imported. It's going to show up. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, before that it's like that. Today, you'll be like that. Yes or no? Shady little client, Victoria. And especially during financial crisis, lagi jalan. Yeah, ask yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I already give you a script also, I give you. Yeah. Alright? We are.
Yes.
One more for you.
Yeah.
Next week, test on them without allowing them to see this. Ask them to present in front of you.
Okay.
See whether they can present exactly like that.
Okay.
Okay? Those cannot run, give them one more chance. 2 times cannot, next time I come, don't allow them to come. Or what they did. Now I need money also. Every time they
Baca.
Alright? FCA. What is FCA? Family centricity, the extended sales concept. Yeah. Okay, now this one. Last night, before today, I have to translate for Rajini.
Gini.
You see why I call family centricity. Today,
Hey, even Lina also got neglected.
most agents, if you ask them, they will be able to answer how many clients they have. But almost 100% are unable to tell you how many families they are servicing. And you ask them what is your extended sales ratio, they completely lie. Number 2, agent may do a bit of farming on some of the clients, yeah, but they never consciously perform 3 levels of extended farming. What is 3 level? First level is spouse and children, direct family. Second level, they are both parents, husband parent, wife parent, and third, other sibling. Why these 3 levels? Anyone?
Ready? Then mother want to come and whack, then the grandparents sayang back again. And behind Batu Api 崛起 then after that, no lah, actually lah, 还是循三六这样子对你们说话。Okay, so I think it's a very big difference that J Group, okay, and here today we get to know all this in a very, very detailed manner. Did Master Tan share the slide, all this outside? Some of it, yes. But does it deliver the same way? Sumpah, no. And Master Tan also not so direct with them compared to us. I have listened to him say, I'm serious today. I'm serious today more than 5-6 times. I think that's the difference. And of course, every time after I follow him, we go back, I will ask Master Tan, so Master Tan, the invoice 你 send 给我，我帮你注意一下。The amount not small. And today, I only ask this question. Okay? So I think the biggest invoice or biggest reward or biggest gift that we able to deliver to Master Tan is what? Precisely. Okay? That's the one that we must do. Master Tan said, it's not do for leaders, okay? You must do for yourself. That's very true. Definitely you must do for yourself. And sometimes certain agents also understand, enough already. If you enough already, then can you please do for me, do for
the team.
So that I can go to E3. Alright, so come, let's see who will be the lucky one able to ask Master Tan question. We allow 3 questions first, huh?
Yeah, any question?
Yeah.
Master Tan, they all got spin the wheel one.
Let's see.
Very creative.
2 street.
1,000 US or 1 spin.
Yeah, 1,000 USD. Let's spin. 没有设定的就这样 spin 就好，按一下就可以了。
Want to see whether your question okay or not.
按那个 space bar 就好，按 space bar 能吗？哎，我来了啊！这3个
I like this concept. Yeah.
哦，
好， Dr. Puan. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Tan.
Dr. Tan ah.
Okay, X-Pro.
I know.
Yeah, actually, thank you for your session today. Yeah, very fruitful. Actually, my question, I have not many, but few.
So the rest of people cannot ask already.
Actually, one question. High network car also.
Ah.
So sometimes I don't know how to actually go back to them because I think it's my problem. I always think that their time is like very busy. So I'm so small. So if I always go back to them, is it good or not? Will I actually waste like okay, just sit with them only. Then they will expect me to get something like from them now. So how actually I can, how long and how I can actually go back to them and yeah, do my prospecting, not only from themselves, maybe from their referral from them. I also, yeah, from the high level.
Okay, I think this is probably the question that a lot of Asians always asking me. I want to target a high level and all that. Unfortunately, I don't have any good answer to you. Yeah, but I have real answer to you. The real answer for high level people, it is not by coincidence. Yeah. In fact, a bit unfortunate is for high level and ultra high level, you need to go back to relationship. Yeah. Okay? It is not about your skill set and all that. It is how much they trust you and they want to deal with you. Okay? So if you talk about high level and all that, I want to quickly, you cannot. Yeah. You need to build the emotional account. So whenever you look at all these people, don't in your mind, I want big cases. If they wanted to buy from you a small case, get in first. Get in first, engage yourself with them first, then prove it to them through your services and your regular contact with them. Yeah. Make them realize, number one, you are serious. Number two, you are willing to spend time and effort on them. And number three, show them that you are prepared to service them. Okay? So that's the only way. Yeah, everywhere I go, a lot of them always asking me also, big cases, especially ultra high level, large jalan, because usually the higher level one, ultra, they have their own financial plan. Yeah. So in a way, I'm not saying you cannot. You have to compete with their existing financial consultant, yeah, and through your services and your professionalism. Yeah? So to all this, my answer to you is, let's get connected first. Forget about even make any cases. Yeah? Just forget. You can start, if those people are close to you, of course, you can just invite them for a cup of tea or visit them and just tell them, today, you may even use a bit of reverse psychology. Today, I basically just want to let you know that I'm in the business. Yeah, but I promise you, please don't ask me what kind of product you should buy. Because my purpose today is not really not to sell anything, just to let you know I'm in the business. Just be very direct with them. Yeah. After they know that you are in the business, and subsequently, every now and then, just send them a message about any information in the market, for example, by the way, I'm not sure that you are having any international trade or not, but during yesterday, they already raised the tariff to 245. This one you don't need to visit, just text them. Yeah. Just keep doing that. Then on and off, of course, like the Chakodia approach. Yeah, I found this Mee Rebus very good one. Yeah, I thought, do that. Let me tell you, in his mind, does he know that what you want to up to? Do you know what in their mind? Do you know what they actually know what you are up to? Yes, they know what you are up to. But so what? Correct? Yeah, just one stop, the Sunway Hospital, right? The best mirror room. And you do that, even I know your purpose. But after that, you do a couple of times. I will start telling you, I think this agent probably worth start a small relationship. Then from there you grow. Yeah. But you expect, can I straight and talk to this person I don't really know, or no, I want to start talking? Usually cannot. Unlikely. Yeah. Because today we may have more than 10 agents may have visited me. But I promise you, most agent doesn't want to visit 放长线钓大鱼. You understand? Yeah. Put more longer string to, so that you can get
Fish, bigger fish.
So for all this, and the moment you break through into one, then you can go that extended. So that's how we should do. Don't be hasty and try to rush on them. And not only that, for these people, they will ask a lot of questions. Make sure that you have done enough small and average cases. You are more confident to overcome a lot of these questions and all that. Then you can see here. Because you don't want to waste the opportunity. You don't want them to go and say, you ask a question, you cannot answer. Then finish with it. So get your sword sharpened, enough. Yeah. So don't worry. And because, like I shared with some of you before, the idea, they are not built by big cases. In fact, they are built by the mid and small cases. Yeah? Most important for agents like you all, I'm more concerned over the client base. As long as you build enough client base, sooner or later you can have big cases, the case size will start to grow, yeah, and you'll be doing better. Yeah, so that is one. And in case you come, really have the opportunity to talk, like I mentioned to you, all this because this period, legacy planning, is probably the best approach. Talk to them about if there are businesses on other country, which a lot of them have. Especially today, many of them are start transferring their money back. Talk to them about the potential 2026, the tax that will be imposed on all the currency that are coming in. So they better bring it now before 2026. Okay? Talk about the inheritance tax that will be coming very, very soon. Actually, supposed already tabled in the parliament already, but they push it back. So we foresee with all these things happen. I am also estimating next year the inheritance tax will be coming. Okay? And legacy planning for the children. So approach on that. How, during this period whereby a lot of people are finding it difficult to get enough funding, because people doesn't want to lend and all that. So you are worried that anything happened to you, let's say pass away and all that, all the loan, what are you going to do? So you should use insurance to create this enough cash flow. The legacy, the cash flow, and all that. So that would be the best for you to do. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, so Yuki won the.
Before that, I want someone to take a short video on this because I want to share in the other market. That's how video. Yeah, then it's this is a very great video.
So, wait, how is going to charge how much?
All right, the next one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
So lucky today.
Very good, positive.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for the sharing. For myself, actually, it's more on my personal emotional. So after listening what you're sharing, our industry will become tougher and tougher. So also like it made me a bit lack of confidence to do recruitment as well. Because when we do recruitment, we have to sell house the business opportunity. But we can see this business getting tougher and tougher. So I'm a bit like 打架 in my mind. So sometimes I think, is it good for me to recruit people, or I just continue on my own side to do my personal sales like that?
Okay, let me, maybe I've said it, but maybe there is a bit of misunderstanding. Yes, our business will become tougher and tougher with all these things. But let me tell you, other industry will be 10 times tougher. Yeah. So for you to bring them into this business, in fact, you are doing them a big favor. Because they'll be dying out there. They'll be dying out there. Alright? And not only that, most important is, in our business, this is what we call, you are able to create your own security. What do you mean by creating your own security? The moment you have 100 clients or 30 family, you farm on that, you have perpetual security already. You may not be able to enter into level 3. But if you do consistent farming and all that, you easily get into level 1 and level 2. But in other industry, in fact, those who are in level 1 and level 2, very soon they will be squeezed out of the complete pyramid. You understand? So it's not. When I say the industry is getting difficult, tougher, it's true, but other industry will be getting 10 times tougher. Can I show a video? Because then you understand what I mean by that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me show you. This is happening now in China.
你说我们以后还能干啥呢？上海的机器人背着包去上班了，四川的机器人也在给孩子们上课了，深圳的机器人也开始执勤了，还有保姆机器人也上班了，加油站的机器人从打开邮箱到加完油、盖上邮箱盖，全程自动化完成，毫无差错。服务员月薪5000的工作就这样被机器人代替了。咖啡馆里的一个机器人，全程细致入微的操作，咱们学3年也比不上他呀。就这月薪只要1度电，还不请假不休假。如果你是老板，你用不用呢？小时候啊，看到耕地的老头拉车不听话，就会挨打，觉得好可怜。老黄牛心里肯定也在想，什么时候能不再受这个累了呢？可是当真不需要他的时候，面临的却是人人宰割，摆上餐桌，无人超市，无人公交，无人工厂。我就想问问，这也无人，那也无人，我们还天天鼓励我们生3胎、生2胎的干什么呢？以后机器人把人类的问题解决了，那人都去干什么呢？如果他们出现，只是做一些普通人甚至底层人的事情，那也就他的。
So that is what happening. But you notice, at least until now, they cannot replace agent. So it's not true that you bring a friend in. Yeah, you are actually not sure whether, in fact, you are doing them a big favor. All this will be good. In fact, I get very worried for my children as well. But luckily, I'm okay. At least even they got no job also, they can live a comfortable life. Yeah. So that is yeah. So don't feel that you are doing anything bad or injustice. In fact, you are doing them a big favor. Is that?
I have a question now. Because a lot of jobs already replaced by robot. So people no job already. So who are the person which can sell it if like that? Definitely the buying ratio will be lower.
Okay. It doesn't mean that first replacing is, you notice, they will create some other job as well, but the number will be lesser than the replacement. But there will be still people who are still need human. Yeah, it cannot be there's no need human. Yeah, at the end, let's go to extreme. Let's go to extreme. Yeah, everything replaced by a robot. You know, by then, what the government will have to do? Like Japan today, they have to provide social security to all the Japanese people who are jobless, who are old and all that. Yeah. Or what, of course, nothing can be done. The jobless young people, they have this unemployment allowance and all that. But at the same time, they also tell these people, I cannot take care of your medical and all that and all that. You have to plan and make sure that you have to set aside a portion to get yourself, you know, the insurance, the basic insurance that needed. That is the extreme. Yeah. So that's why our business will be the last businesses that will be replaced, because we are dealing with 民生问题啊. All the things that human, everyone will need it for the livelihood. You said, what day would that be? About 500 years later? Yes, possible, but I cannot see it. I cannot show you another slide. I thought that would be very good. Yeah.
That's why Master Tan say, earn now, lor. You earn, you save now, lor. Correct or not? Let's say 10 years later, all replaced by robot AI. Nobody to sell to, right? But then the process to 10 years, there'll be a lot of people jobless already, lor. So at least they can build now. Hey.
Okay. Okay, this is free willing.
What?
You know, this company. And you know what? Remember we watched the movie? The Naja? Yeah. I'm using them. I said, 保险新保. Yeah. If the 保险 not 新保, what does it mean? Okay? I said, 行不改名，说不改姓，姓保明显，知保障 ，right？ 啊，我的使命是什么？为天下苍生请命，逆转命中发生的风险所造成的伤害。我命由我不由天。That's how you know. Acknowledge that. Sorry for the translation. For the Naja, his advice to you. What is the advice? Number one. 你没有莲花生，所以清兵会早上。你没有风火轮，你跑不赢意外。你没有太乙仙丹，老年一定会如期而至。你没有修成仙死亡是必然，对吧？所以把宝藏买好卖出。Correct 啦。That's why to answer a question, that's what people need, because you are not Naja. You still always need insurance. Yeah. Okay?
All this cannot post, cannot post this one.
And
otherwise nobody clap.
And why must you become Asian? Why must you become Asian? Because you don't have Naja base. You are not having the family like Naja. You know Naja, the family, the father and mother are government high officer. The brother, both the brother are also senior government officer. And the friend, good friend is Ao Bing, is from a full type. Okay? And the Sufu is Tyson. Today you see Naja so good because you have strong family background. And for people like us, we got no background. What can we do? What can we do? So, this one I can show you. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why you have to go and look for an industry that doesn't need any background one, and it's fair one. Yeah, and what is that industry? Insurance. Correct. Yeah, if you go to other industry, you don't have background, you don't have all these things, it becomes very, very difficult, not easy. While we are saying now just so good, of course, I don't know, a lot of people say, Bill Gates, all these people so successful. You know that a lot of people never look into their family. Bill Gates, all these, the Elon Musk, all this, their family are very well to do. You know how much, I read one article, how much the Trump, the father, inherited to him? $500 billion US. Yeah. If they are like us, got no background, you think today they will be like that? Cannot. The first contract of Bill Gates was given by IBM. And why? You know, the father is a senior corporate person in IBM. So it is a unique background. Yeah, I have background now. Probably today I'm better than Bill Gates already. Right? Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So this is
And then, okay, it's now answer to, pay question, right? But just now, okay, actually show the golden pyramid. The bottom, the bottom T20, then a T2, right? And then the T3. This field, we still got a market if we actually focus on it. You get what I mean? Because all those easy jobs is very easy replaced by all these robot, right? This is something that we cannot control. But the pyramid there is still that the people that look at this group of people. Yeah?
so, okay? Yeah, I hope that I can answer that.
Because Master Tan gave us very clear golden pyramid.
Yeah, you can put back. I think I want to share with you, but I thought. This one is I shared at night one, the house is here. So the mobile. So I wrote, it's not a poem, but it's I thought I will song is a诗. I said, since young, I never expect to born with a silver spoon. Okay? I also never expect to be full alive. I never even blame. Then I was brought up from a poor religious. Yeah. What I'm looking at is, I only hope that I have a happy childhood. That was what I was looking at. Yeah. But until the year 1965, the springtime, 4 days before Chinese New Year, whereby the risk really hit us and the big mountain collapses. You know why? That was the day when my father passed away. Yeah? Only then I realized my identity have shifted instantly become what? Single parent. And it's a very poor one. Yeah? Then I only realized since after that, no one will support me anymore. I have to move forward alone. Okay? And I have to really take every step in a very cautious. Yeah? Alright? And then we always heard 穷人孩子早当家. I said, you reading all this from the essay of other children, but this actually happened to me, and this was a really painful experience. Yeah, and we are like walking on a bridge that without and the river. Anytime, the moment you sleep, yeah, until after a lot of searching, yeah, and we cannot here and there, and then one day, during one of the conversation, I only realized, in fact, in life, there is such an industry whereby it can actually help many people like us, the poor family. Yeah. And then I only realized if you really focus on this industry, you are going to be living a fulfilled life. And what is that industry? You know, that moment was my final year, year 4, when I do my internship, when I visited a leader from British America. He pushing me across, how you Asian, but luckily he pushing me. And then get me very excited, you know. And then actually I told myself, that's exactly what I'm looking at. Yeah, I can help people and yet I can help myself. Yeah, and that is the business that actually 利人利己，众生行业。And that is a business whereby it can allow people without any background and the poor people can turn around. And it is a business that allows the young people to really grow and do their business. And it is a business whereby there is no saturation. And in fact, what are we doing? The first one is we are protecting the public. We are helping the poor. We are bringing up the young people. And we are doing it in a professional way. Yeah. Okay? That's why you can say, 我做保险，我骄傲. Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, and what are we doing? In fact, we are doing 3 things. We are doing 3 things. Number 1, whenever people facing sickness and death, we are like 血中送炭. Somebody say 血中送炭. We are like giving people charcoal to warm them up during the winter. And this is important because without that they will die. That's the first thing we do. The second is we help people when they have financial difficulty and old age. We are like giving umbrella during the rainy day. This one you don't do, they won't die. But they will face serious consequences later. On top of that, what we are doing is, when people are developing their career and fighting, we can actually help them. Yeah, 锦上添花或者为虎添翼, we can actually help them to do better. Yeah. So in fact, ladies and gentlemen, that's why we talk about them. In fact, among these 3, which one is the most important? This one. Because when you do that, if people got sick, die, you deliver a claim check, people will come earn. They will feel that they owe you for life. You do the second thing, people will 感激. You do the third thing, people will 感激. So among these 3 levels, which one is more important? 感恩. That's why as agent, why I share this is because today, a lot of agents focus on the third one. They forget about the second and the first. In fact, it is the first and the second that will make your clients repeat sale and refer. Honestly, the third one, the most they say is thank you. They buy you a lunch, that's it. It is the first and the second.
Thankful.
The third is only thank you. Okay? So it's a different level of gratification that people will have. Yeah? So ladies and gentlemen, so in fact, insurance is a 慈悲之道, it's a compassion. Doing insurance is a compassion. In fact, this is what all religion is. The whole thing. Yeah? And we say, yes, a lot of people will challenge you. Of course, you do it for money. I say yes. But at least, every time when I talk to you about insurance, what is my intention? My intention is always